Good morning. Welcome to a sunrise yoga flow with vinyasa elements. Beginning on your mat, we'll take a nice breath in, exhale out, and come into child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat, feet relax, the top of your toes resting down, hips back over heels, and hands pressed forward, arms extended. As you breathe, feeling your belly rise and fall on your thighs, I invite you to do Ujjayi breathing during this practice. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose until you feel all of the oxygen leave your diaphragm. More than you listen to me, listen to your own body. And know that you can always come back to child's pose if you'd like a little extra rest. On your next inhale, slowly begin to lift your hips, bringing you into tabletop on all fours. Inhale, dropping your belly and raising your chin, arching through the spine, cow pose. And exhale, pull your navel in towards your spine, let your back round, drop your head, cat pose. Inhale, up to cow, a gentle heart opener here. Exhale, back to cat, rounding through the spine, pulling the navel in a bit more, releasing all of the air possible. Inhale, cow. And pressing your hips back over your heels, relax your head down, child's pose. On your next inhale, place one hand on top of the other on the side of your mat. And exhale, feel your belly become heavy over your thighs. Inhale, opening the hands, bring them back. And exhale, second hand on top. Here we're just beginning to create a bit of space between the muscles of the rib cage. On your next inhale, hands back to center, lift the hips, and as you exhale, curl your toes under, find downward facing dog. Here you can bend into one knee then the other, taking inventory of how your body feels today, and inhale, one foot up to the sky, three-legged dog. On your next exhale, you're going to pull your knee towards the same elbow, creating a bit of strength and heat. Inhale, foot back to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, rounding through the spine, knee to nose. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, pull the knee to the opposite elbow, engaging through the core. Inhale, foot up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, foot down, back down to your knees. Inhale, gently up to cow pose. Exhale as you move into cat, maybe rolling through or stretching one wrist. Inhale, back to cow. Exhale to cat, maybe stretching through your second wrist. Inhale, planting the hands, round up once more. Exhale, hips back over heels, head down, child's pose. Inhale, this time walk both hands over to one side of your mat. Exhale deeply. Inhale, walk hands over to the second side. Exhale, now we're creating a little more space between the rib cage. Inhale, hands back to center, raising the hips through tabletop. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, one foot to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip. Exhale, forward. Inhale, foot to the sky. Exhale, knee forward, knee to nose. Inhale, foot to the sky. Exhale, see if you can bring that over to the opposite elbow. Inhale, once more, foot to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, foot down. Back down to the knees. Inhale up to cow, maybe rolling through one wrist. Exhale, hand down, back to cat. Inhale, up to cow, maybe rolling through the second wrist. Exhale, down to cat. Inhale, roll up, cow pose. Exhale, cat, strengthening through the core here. Inhale, up to cow. Exhale once more, find downward facing dog, our pose of active rest. Inhale, we'll find a high plank. You are welcome to drop your knees, keeping the body in alignment. Exhale, push the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank, feeling the body shift over your wrists. Exhale, downward facing dog. The third time through, inhale to plank, slowly lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana, high plank to low. Inhale, roll up, upward facing dog. Exhale, slowly find downward facing dog. You are welcome to bend your knees if that feels good. Inhale, look forward, walk, step, or hop 2 feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to knees. Exhale, deep forward fold, bend your knees if that feels good. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up to stand, hands to the sky, look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastihi. We'll move through Sun Salutation A 3 times. Before we begin, let's inhale, raise our hands up and lean over to one side, creating more space on the side of the body. Beautiful breaths here, maybe even dropping the bottom arm to deepen the side bend. On your next inhale, 2 hands back up to the sky, reach high, elongating through the spine. Exhale over to the second side, bending through the side body, creating more space for our lungs to pull in cool, fresh energy and to exhale out what no longer serves you a purpose. Inhale, 2 hands up. Exhale, hands together at heart center. Exhaling into a twist on one side. You're welcome to place one hand on your lower back to support the hips, keeping them squared forward. As you exhale, you can reach one hand to the sky. Inhale, hands together, heart center. Exhale, twist to the second side. Option to press one hand into your lower back or raise the front hand to the sky. Twists begin to release toxins and energy from our organs, our liver, our kidneys, our stomach, like wringing out a towel and creating a clean space. Coming back to center, we'll move through our Sun Salutation A. During this practice, you're welcome to modify. You're welcome to expand. As you listen to your body, deepen the postures that feel right for you, and allow yourself grace and gentleness in the postures that feel like a challenge. Take a beautiful deep breath in. Exhale out. Recommitting to our Ujjayi breath. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to knees. Exhale, plant the palms, walk, step, or hop back, high plank to low, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, raise your chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, walk, step, or hop, find halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, still with the option to bend knees. Inhale, slowly roll up all the way to the sky, hands up, together, and down to your heart, Samastihi. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold, pressing the hips back, nice, deep fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, walk, step, or hop back, high plank to low, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, chest up, upward facing dog. Exhale, find downward facing dog, hips up and back. Inhale, look forward, walk, step, or hop, find halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up to stand, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, sun salutation A. Inhale, hands back up to the sky. Exhale, we're going to reach our hands down towards our toes, elongating through the back of our legs in a deep forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, walk up or step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rolling your chest up. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, walk, step, or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, beautiful forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to the sky, hands up, reach up. Samastihi. Exhale, hands to heart center. Allow your hands to drop down to your sides, feeling your heart beat a bit faster. Inhale, hands up. On your next exhale, deep side stretch, bending to one side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend, second side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bring both hands to your lower back and pushing gently into your lower back, allow your chest to open. You're welcome to raise your chin or maybe take a back bend. Listen to your body. There should be no tightness in your back, but a deep opening of your heart space is okay. When you're comfortable, bring hands back, forward, and as you exhale, find a deep chair pose. Allow your belly to fall over your thighs. Press palms into the mat, hop or step back, lower down, high plank to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, one foot to the sky. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, high lunge, plant the hands. Step back, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, second side. Inhale, second foot up. Exhale, bend the knee, big step forward. Inhale, hands up, high lunge. Exhale, as you bring your hands to the mat, feel your belly on your thigh, push through the hands, big step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, walk, step, or hop, take halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up to chair, keep the knees bent, pressing your hips back. Take an exhale here. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, stretch to one side, side bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, second side, side bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, cactus arms opening through the chest, little back bend here, standing back bend, nice and gentle. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands up, find chair. Exhale, roll forward, palms to mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk, step, or hop back. High plank to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. See if you can rest on the top of your feet here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, one foot to the sky. Exhale, big step forward. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands to mat. Big step back. High plank to low. Inhale, raise your chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, second foot up. Exhale, big step. Inhale, hands up, high lunge. Exhale, hands to mat. Option to have your foot hover as you step into plank, lower down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, walk, step, or hop to halfway lift. Exhale, let's go right to chair. Inhale. Exhale, deepen our sun salutation B at this point. Inhale to stand tall, hands up. Exhale, heart opener option to press hands in lower back. Inhale. Exhale, let's roll into a beautiful forward fold. Inhale, hands all the way up to the sky. Last round, exhale, chair pose, sun salutation B. Rolling over the thighs, press the palms, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk, step or hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, first foot up. Exhale, step through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, belly over thighs, press the palms, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana, option to hover the foot. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, down. Inhale, second foot up, exhale, step through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, walk, step or hop to high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, chair. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Maybe hips drop a centimeter lower. Inhale, you can pull one arm back. Gentle twist. Exhale, forward. Inhale, second arm back. Gentle twist in chair. Exhale, hands forward. Folding hands to mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe bending into one knee than the other. Just a little shake out here. And we'll slowly roll up to stand. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, hands together, heart center. Feeling your heartbeat, the heat through your body. And realizing in this moment, this is the only place you need to be. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, deep bend over to one side, dropping that bottom arm, nice space being created through the rib cage, even turning your chin up towards the sky. Inhale, two hands up. Exhale, over to the second side. Drop that bottom arm. You'll feel a little extra stretch. Chin turns towards the sky. Inhale, hands back to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms, pressing your heart open, squeezing through your shoulder blades. Gentle heart opener. Inhale, option to place hands on lower back, deepening into a standing back bend. Totally optional to press deeper into this posture. On your next exhale, just pulling the navel in, creating a bit of core strength here, letting your hands drop down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, Samastihi, hands to heart center. We're going to move through the second part of our flow, keeping one breath per movement. Instead of thinking this as moving fast, think of it as moving with your breath and bringing that cadence together. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, walk, step, or hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, right foot. Inhale, foot up. Three-legged dog, maybe bend into the knee. Exhale, knee to nose, step forward. This time, plant the back heel down to the mat. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, deepen into warrior one, finding power in the pose. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, pull one arm back. Exhale, warrior two. Your drishti or your focus just over your fingertips. On your next inhale, straighten the front leg. Drop your back hand to your leg or behind your lower back. And inhale, front arm pulls towards the sky, opening through the side body. On your exhale, rotate arms forward, finding triangle pose, reaching down towards the front foot. And soften the front knee, nice bend here, moving in to low side lunge. Inhale, exhale here, option to take a bind. Inhale, roll back up, warrior two. Exhale, finding your focus, warrior one, 2 arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, big step back, option to hover the front foot. And lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Second foot up to the sky. Inhale. Bend your knee, open your hip. Exhale, knee to nose, big step forward, planting the back heel. Inhale, roll up, warrior one. Power in the pose. Inhale. Exhale, sinking just a bit deeper and opening towards the way your hips are pulling. Find warrior two. Drishti over your fingertips. On your next inhale, straighten front leg. Reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle into side angle. Option for a bind if it's part of your practice. Or you can keep hand rested on your knee or mat. On your next inhale, 2 hands up, warrior two. Exhale, find warrior one. Inhale as hands rise. Exhale, rolling forward, hands to the mat. Big push, finding plank, option to hover the front leg. Chaturanga Dandasana. High plank, low plank, upward facing, downward facing. Inhale. Exhale, knees down to the mat. Taking 2 breaths in child's pose. Inhale. Exhale out. Option to exhale out through the mouth here if you'd like to cool down a little bit. Or stay breathing through the nose to keep the heat and energy in. Rolling through the wrist if they're feeling a bit tight now that they're warmed up. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Inhale, 1 foot to the sky. Exhale, big step forward, plant the back heel. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hold, warrior one. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Legs are straight, lean back. Exhale, triangle pose. Become side angle, bend the knee, beautiful. Inhale, roll up, warrior two. Exhale, find warrior one. Inhale, raise hands higher. Exhale, plant palms. Option to hover, step back, high plank to low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, right to second leg. 3-legged dog. Exhale, big step, plant the back heel. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, find warrior two. Inhale, reverse your triangle, legs straight, pull to the sky. Exhale, triangle, become side angle, bend in the front knee. Inhale up, warrior two. Exhale, find warrior one. Inhale, hands higher. Exhale, drop lower. Hands to mat. Step back with option to hover, high plank to low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, 2 feet step forward, find halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand, hands to the sky, Samastihi, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank to low, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. First foot to the sky and step forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, find warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle to side angle. Inhale, up to warrior two. Exhale, two hands forward, warrior one. Stand in power. Inhale, hands higher. Exhale, press palms down into the mat and raising the back foot high. Standing splits. Bring 2 feet together, maybe a halfway lift, maybe a forward fold, and then coming to stand, Samastihi, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank to low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Second leg, inhale to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, big step. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to reverse your triangle, leg straight and hand up. Exhale, triangle to side angle. Beautiful. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale to warrior one. Inhale, pull hands high. Nice transition here. Exhale, hands to the mat. Lift your back legs, standing splits. Exhale, feet together. Option for halfway lift and forward fold. Meeting together as we roll up to stand. Hands to heart center, Samastihi. Bringing it all together. Inhale, hands up. And raising one knee up to the sky. Either one is fine. Toes are up like you're stepping on a box. Exhale, begin to push that foot back, guiding with the heel, resting on just that bottom foot, finding airplane, pulling arms back. Inhale, exhale very slowly, bending the front knee, lowering back foot down. Beautiful high lunge. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to mat, big push, high plank, option to hover that leg. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, walk, step, or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll up to stand. Take all the air you need. Samastihi, hands to heart center, second side. Inhale, hands up, second knee comes up. Toes are flexed towards the sky. Exhale, you're moving through a motion warrior three here. Resting on one foot and pulling arms back to airplane mode. Lifted leg, heel pulls higher towards the sky. Exhale, bend the front knee, lower back foot down. Inhale, hands up, high lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Option to hover the leg as you step back, high plank to low, Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing, downward facing. Inhale to walk, step, or hop, halfway lift to forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastihi. Rest your hands down to your sides. Inhale up, one knee lifts. Exhale, whatever knee is lifted, bring the same hand onto that knee. Slowly opening the hips, pull the knee out to the side. Lateral stretch here, a modification of tree. Here you can continue to hold your knee or maybe reach for your toes, whatever feels good for you. And on your next exhale, whatever you're holding on to, slowly pull in front of you. Lifted held knee or lifted toe. Inhale. On your next exhale, deep bend in the knee. Release the foot or knee. Let it press back, working through your warrior three. Airplane. Heel is raised as high as it can go. Hands pulling back, shoulder blades pulling together. Exhale, bend the front knee. Step back. Hands to the mat. Option to hover the leg. Finding plank and lower all the way down, belly to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra, lifting the chest. Exhale, chest rest down. Inhale, baby cobra, maybe a little bit more if it feels good for the back, if opening the heart is calling to you. Exhale, lower chest down. Inhale, raising once more, pushing through the palms. Exhale, bend at the hips. Child's pose. Taking a reset here. Maybe walking hands from one side to the other if that feels good for you. Or rolling through the wrists if they need a little more love. Coming back to center, inhale, tabletop, finding a nice cow pose. Exhale once in cat, rounding through the spine and pushing all the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up to the sky, hands up, reach high together, Samastihi. Second side, inhale, hands up, knee up, toes lift, foot stays flexed. Exhale, bringing the same hand down to the knee. Inhale, opening the hips, pulling that knee out to the side, finding both balance and flexibility in this posture. Option to hold the toes if they're accessible to you. Inhale, whatever you're holding on to, pull forward. Exhale, deep bend in the knee, pressing back with the heel, moving through warrior three to airplane pose. Inhale, heel high. Exhale, deep bend in the front knee, slowly stepping back as slow as you can here. Beautiful control. Hands to the mat. Option to hover the front knee as you find plank. Finding plank and lowering all the way down. Inhale, cobra, heart opener. Hips rest. Next is child's pose. Exhale, back. Moving into seal here. Inhale to tabletop, then lift the feet as you let your belly fall. Let the belly fall. Exhale, child's pose. Exhale, back reactions. Pose. Inhale through tabletop, find seal, let the belly fall. Seal pose. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastihi. We'll combine everything. Take rest if needed. Make modifications or advancements. Let's inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk, step, or hop back, high plank to low, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, foot to the sky. Exhale, big step forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, small change here. Cartwheel, hands forward and lift back leg. Inhale to airplane. Exhale, bring feet together, come to stand. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk, step, or hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, foot to sky, second side, big step forward. Inhale, hands up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your triangle, prepare the body. Exhale, cartwheel into airplane. Lifting back leg as high as it can go. Pulling arms back. Exhale, feet together. Inhale, hands up, stand tall. Exhale, Samastihi. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk, step, or hop back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, big step. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, airplane. One more challenge here. Inhale, pull the knee through and up. Ekapada Tadasana, one-legged mountain. Inhale, grab the knee. Exhale, hips open. Option to take the toes. Inhale. Exhale, resting the foot onto the thigh. Or option two, put the foot into the hip crease. Figure four. Hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, rooting down through the foot on the mat. Inhale, one-legged mountain, knee comes up. Exhale, 2 feet down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk, step, or hop back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, second leg to the sky. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel arms. Find your airplane. Lift the heel. Inhale. Exhale, Ekapada Tadasana, one-legged mountain. Inhale, grab the knee. Exhale, open the hips. Option to place foot on the inside of the thigh or foot in the hip crease for figure four. Finding your version of tree, raising your branches up or bringing hands to heart center. Rooting down through the foot on the mat. Finding balance and grace as you stay rooted. Inhale, knee up, hand to knee. Second hand raises. Exhale, Samastihi, mountain pose. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high plank to low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, first foot to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Find pigeon pose. Creating space for your hips, maybe walking your toes back, allowing the weight of your body and gravity to do all of the work here. Using your hands or your forearms to support you. Through your hips, feeling a strong sensation is normal. To feel pain here is not. Allow pressing through your arms or your hands to help you deepen the posture while still feeling at ease. Opportunity here to exhale through the mouth. We carry energy in our hips, not just from today, but weeks and months past. Pigeon pose allows us to release stagnant energy that we've been holding in our physical body. You may feel a tear fall from your eye, or your third eye, the space between your eyes, squeeze together. And with each exhale, see if you can soften through your face, your cheeks, your chest. Inhale, slowly walking hands back towards your body, rolling through your wrists, taking all the time you need to truly experience this pose. Opportunity to move into King Pigeon if it's part of your practice. Just spend a little more time breathing in this space. Place our hands to the mat and push through the hands, push through the back toes so you could raise yourself to a plank, gently releasing front leg. Press it all the way to the sky, bend your knee, open your hip, maybe find Wild Thing, whatever feels good for you. Exhale, foot down. When you're ready, inhale, second leg to the sky. Exhale, big step forward to find pigeon, second side. Inhale here, maybe wiggling back leg back, allowing the hips to drop lower, using your hands or your forearms to support your weight as much as you need. And on your next exhale, sink as deeply into the pose as your body is craving. Power in your exhales. Finding peace and appreciation for discomfort that becomes comfort when we allow it the space and ourselves the time to explore the sensation. Slowly walking your hands back to your body. Opportunity for King Pigeon if it's in your practice. Just giving yourself another moment to feel through the hips. Maybe curl the toes behind you, push through the hands, raise the leg, and inhale, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, maybe find Wild Thing if it feels good to you. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, a space of active rest. Relax your head here. Press your heels further down. On your next exhale, 2 knees down to the mat. Cross one ankle over the other, push back, find a seated pose, cross-legged. Rolling your shoulders back with energy here as you breathe. Rolling your shoulders forward. Creating more space between your ears and the base of your neck. Maybe bringing your head from side to side. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, deep stretch to one side. Bottom hand comes to the floor. Top hand stretches. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, second side, deep side stretch. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down to your lower back and just gently press into your back or the floor behind you for a deep heart opener. From here, begin to untwist the legs, stretching them out in front, maybe even walking your heels forward, pushing your hips forward, and find an inverted plank, pressing palms into the mat, lifting your chest, lifting your hips, pointing your toes. A vulnerable yet powerful pose with our heart exposed. On your next exhale, hips down to the mat. Inhale, hands to the sky, flex through the feet. Exhale, opportunity to reach to your toes. You are more than welcome to bend your knees here. And once your hands make contact with your legs, your ankles, your heels, your toes, then see how far you can stretch those legs straight or almost there. Inhale. Exhale, opportunity to exhale through your mouth at this point to release some energy. Inhale, look up. Exhale, holding onto one knee, squeeze that knee into your body, big step over the leg, foot down. Inhale, hands up to the sky and together. Exhale, pulling your hands to your heart and twisting away from the feet. You should not see the foot that you just planted. You can press one hand down to the mat behind you to deepen your twist, detoxing through the organs of the body. On the right side, detoxing through our gallbladder, which helps us regulate emotion. On our left side, through the liver, removing energy and toxins from the body. Inhale forward. Holding on to that leg, we're just going to bring the foot to the inside of the thigh for a seated figure 4. Inhale, a hand that reaches towards the extended leg, reaches towards those toes, ankles, or leg. And second hand, exhale, reaching over the head, close to the ear, towards that elongated foot. Inhale back to center, gentle transition here. We're just going to switch the legs, figure 4 on the second side. Exhale, bottom arm drops towards that leg, ankle, or foot. Second arm reaches close to the ear. Deep opener for the side body. Inhale, exhale, inhale to roll up. And now we're going to move into that leg cross. We're going to squeeze the knee in, stepping over, planting the foot. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center and twisting away from the foot. You should not see it. Option to press back hand down to the mat to deepen the twist. And use your exhales here. You may even feel a little bubble coming up through your chest or throat. This is normal. Like wringing out a towel, releasing things from the body. On your next inhale, just gently turning forward. Releasing the leg. You can use your hands to help with the knee, sending feet back forward. Inhale. Exhale one more time, seated forward fold. Option to bend the knees, still an amazing posture. Taking pressure out of the spine, our hips. Inhale as you roll up, a nice little challenge here. Exhale, gently recline back, engaging through the core, keeping hands lifted, and play with lifting one foot and then the other. After bringing feet down, knees can bend or stay straight. Lift both feet up from the mat, finding boat pose or half boat pose if knees bent. Inhale, pull hands higher towards the sky. If you're shaking, good. If you're sweating, even better. Exhale, squeeze in the knees and slowly, gently roll down onto your back. From here, you have options of the different ways to ease towards the end of our practice. You can rock side to side, massage the spine and the lower back. You could reach to your ankles or your toes for happy baby. Creating space between the knees, maybe a gentle rock. If it's calling to you in your practice, you could pull your feet together. Butterfly on the back. Or even pull your feet to the sky, raising legs up, shoulders stand if it's in your practice. Possibly moving into plow, bringing those legs behind your head, or happy baby is a beautiful pose to stay in here. And as you exhale, make sure that you're supporting your hips or your body whenever you're bringing legs back down. We'll squeeze the knees in one time. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, relax all the way down. Shavasana, corpse pose. Create a little extra space between your feet, your knees, and your hips. Make sure your lower back is comfortable. Roll through your shoulders. Relax your head and neck. Rest the back of your hands onto the mat. Palms face the sky. A beautiful deep breath in. And through your mouth, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Our yoga mat acts as a protective space in which anything that happens on your mat is for you. Each balance, each stretch, each heartbeat, bringing you closer to knowing and understanding what you need. Shavasana, our resting pose, is our most vulnerable pose of our practice. Radical acceptance that we've done all that we can, that we've moved through discomfort and survived, and that we are deserving of peace. Radical acceptance that your yoga is only for you, and that you are deserving, and that you accept that you have given yourself this gift. When we're ready, we'll slowly come to sit, maybe moving through one side, maybe placing a hand on your heart and your stomach, and meeting me upright seated on your mat with legs crossed. Taking a few breaths together. Thankful to those that have taught us yoga and to those that have taught them. Inhale, hands up once more and together at your heart, from where the light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.